Hey guys, this is Scott from SamCart. We are here with Jason Whaling. Jason is a SamCart user, and we're just going to talk really quick about his experience with SamCart and what he thinks about it. So, Jason, thanks for taking the time out to join us today. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Why don't you go ahead and just give us like the 30-second spiel of who you guys are, what you guys are selling, that stuff.
Okay, of course. So my name's Jason Whaling, ex-financial advisor and founder of the wealthtitans.com, and we teach honest, hardworking Americans how to invest in the stock market successfully. It's
Awesome.
about as short and sweet
Perfect.
as I can
There
make
it
it.
is. Yeah, that's it. So definitely. So anyway, the first question we always ask is, how did you find SamCart? How did you learn about us? All that stuff.
Yeah, so I was actually taking a course from Todd Brown, and he was kind of going through and talking about the importance of having upsells, which is something when I was just using ClickBank, I never really had any upsells, and
Right.
I thought upsells were optional,
Right.
just to
Right.
show how novice I was when I was starting out. And I start going through and learning what the big guys are doing, and they're saying, the front end funnel is all about just breaking even.
Right.
And oh, by the way, you need more than one product when you're doing that initial sale.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, I was like, oh my gosh, how on earth? Because I know Infusionsoft is like $200 or $300 a month,
Right. Right. Yeah.
plus the $3 or $4 it takes for some expert to set it up for you.
Yep.
So I was just having nightmares. I know Entreport's another one that just looking at the shopping cart stuff was like, oh my
Right.
gosh. And,
Yeah.
in one of his one of his videos, he casually mentioned, he's like, oh yeah, my friend. Friend over at Facebook fan page, is coming out with this shopping cart software where you don't have to code, and
Right.
it allows you to make upsell processes. And, I immediately paused the video and went over to samcart.com. I don't think it was live by then, but I just poured through everything and went, oh my gosh, if this works, it's going to save me so much headache. So luckily, obviously it did. That's why I'm here.
Awesome.
Right?
Here we are. Yeah.
And so that's how I first heard about SamCart.
Awesome. Very cool.
You have to have, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. No, that's Todd Brown is one of the best guys. We obviously great guy, even smarter marketer. I mean, that's a big piece. He's hitting the nail on the head with all upsells and finding ways to not just break even, but then turn things into a real business and pulling profit and stuff.
Exactly.
So yeah, big time. So cool. So you mentioned ClickBank. You looked at Infusion, Entreport. That kind of leads us into the next question, right? Is what headaches and frustrations and other things were you kind of like worried about before? Other tools you were using. You said you're using ClickBank, but didn't have upsells, and looked at Infusion. It's too pricey or too complicated. Speak a little bit just to things you wanted to do but were maybe held back of, or things were just in your head that I want to do this but I can't, anything like that.
So the major thing for me was, I'm a stock market guy,
Mm-hmm.
so, and spreadsheet guy, but that's about as techie as I get.
Right.
So this whole HTML thing,
Uh-huh.
I went into this business deciding that I was going to have to figure out how to do it without doing any HTML,
Right.
and figuring out how to get, figuring out how to get WordPress to work with. I actually started with one shopping cart.
Right. Yeah.
So back, I know they've upgraded stuff now, but this was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So you really had to you had to have your own payment processor, which I couldn't figure out. You guys made it super simple. Just
Right.
hey, sign up. Okay, Stripe, we're done.
Yep.
And so for me, the biggest headache and frustration was all the moving components that could
Right.
go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to go read blog posts, watch videos, and just copy and paste HTML code. Here's how you make ClickBank work, or here's how you make one shopping cart work. It was really ugly.
Right.
I could never get it anywhere near the professional level
Right. Yeah.
of what I can get with SamCart. And so that's kind of the two major reasons, or
Right.
two major problems I had was the integration with, you have 3 or 4 different WordPress plugins and your shopping cart trying to talk to each other. I can tell you that's a complete nightmare, especially if you don't know how to code and you get that error page where it's just blank and you go,
Yep.
oh, I just broke my website. No. Like, pause all my traffic.
People
now.
are trying to give me money.
So, and then when it is working, you're looking at your shopping cart going, I don't even think I would
Yep.
put my credit card into this page.
Yep.
So
Yeah, you're trying to convince other people to do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, awesome. I mean, that's like music to our ears because that's, I mean, we ourselves, long time One Shopping Cart users, long time Infusionsoft users. And I mean, you know, Brian and myself, who's actually, Brian's just off camera, he's sitting over there with a bunch of our guys. Yeah, I mean, it's just, we're not tech guys. You know, like we now thankfully employ tech guys that make SamCart what it is and everything. Yeah, but we were just not tech guys. And we just had to keep going back to designers or keep going back to developers to make this process work. And we just felt, you know, there's probably a simpler way to make it happen. So no, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, like, you know, that's such a common thing. People are looking for those exact, you know, kind of benefits. So anyway, so here you are. So now you use SamCart, right? So let's talk, the last question we have, right, is on the other end of things. What has SamCart helped you do? What is easy now that was tough before, or what, you know, kind of headaches are just not on your brain anymore?
I think the biggest thing is being able to make a change and it not take half a day.
Right.
Because you can go into SamCart, you want to change the name of your product, you want to change, you know, the upsell video. I mean, now you just literally put in the link, your Wista or YouTube or, you know, Vimeo, whatever you're using,
right,
and it's ready to go. So I think the biggest thing for me is being able to make edits by myself. I mean, there's no,
awesome.
Oh, I misspelled that, but I'm going to have to email the guy who's across the country, which is how it used to work,
right,
or I should say across the world. I think it was in Yemen or something,
there.
right? So it would take anywhere from 48 hours
now you're doing
to
math.
fix the spelling
is he awake?
change
Is he asleep?
while I'm paying to drive traffic there.
Right.
So it's, and you kind of have this thing like, oh, am I going to just stop all my traffic because this one word is spelled wrong?
Yep.
And then, you know, as you know, stopping traffic with most ad platforms is just like the kiss of death, right?
Oh,
you need
sure.
to keep going,
Yep.
right? And then the other big thing too is, you know, I'm going to get this wrong, the SSL or something special with your domain.
Yep, that's
so
the
you
one.
can get credit cards.
Yep.
Yeah. I know that going through that process and trying to have your own domain secure is really time consuming and expensive. And then scary as all get out. And I mean, you guys take a lot of the liability off because you guys have gone through all that process. You keep your server secure and whatnot.
Definitely.
And I don't have to worry about
it's a pain
my
for us
WordPress
to do.
site getting Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, very cool. Awesome. So Jason, that's great to hear. Those are the exact items that we're like looking to solve with SamCart. So no, that's glad to hear that. I think, you know, it sounds like we've been able to free you up to do what you do best, which is the financial side and delivering good stuff to your customers, and, you know, kind of outsource the tech stuff somewhat to us here, and all of our guys on this side. So awesome. That's great. So for anybody watching this video, if anybody wants to check you out, wants to learn more about what you guys are doing, or if somebody's looking for financial advice, right? Where could they find you? Where could they get in touch?
So you can find me. I'm actually just going to do my personal website. That's the easiest one, jasonwhaling.com. And then I'm actually launching a YouTube channel where it's going to be 2 or 3 videos a week. So you can find me, Jason Whaling, on YouTube.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, Jason, thanks so much for taking the time out. Really appreciate it, sharing with all the people that are going to be watching this. If anybody is watching this and wants to, you guys know where to find Jason, but if you guys are looking to learn more about SamCart, visit samcart.com. And Jason, we really appreciate taking the time, man. Thanks for sharing your guys' experience.
Absolutely. I'm very, very excited to see what else you guys come up with. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.